Good morning, children. Yes, we are going to continue with the same chapter that we have started last week. And in that video, we have started with chapter number 22, Growth and Personality Development. We have seen that how growth takes place and in all the living creatures and up to a certain period of time, as well as how the development is there and how you can learn new skills. Some skills are taught and some are learned by the surrounding, and you try to inculcate them. Using these skills, you learn many more other skills and try to be perfect by doing practice again and again. So today we are going to continue with the same chapter and we are going to cover some more points related to this. So let's continue and see that in this part of the video what we are going to cover. So yes, we are going to see hereditary, what it means, then other factors that support growth and development that are required by every human being, a good diet, what all things it should contain, and a good diet help to develop your personality. Everyone has its own unique personality. All are not similar. Everyone's traits and characters are not similar. Everyone is different from each other. Only sometimes the likes and dislikes can match, but usually everyone is having its own unique personality. So these are points we are going to cover in this video. So let's begin with the explanation and see each point in detail. Let's review back and recall in our memories that what we have seen in the first video related with this chapter. And we need to think about these situations. The first question is, which are some of the tasks you would like to do it? Which ones would you like to do it in the future? Some tasks you may feel that you should do it now, like playing, running, cooking, ironing your clothes, doing any other things. And some you would like to develop in the future. So what it could be, which all tasks could be that you need to think by yourself. The next question is, what things would you like to do just for recreation? Recreation means to relax your mind, to spend your free time doing some activities which could recreate something new. You like to create some innovative articles, you like to create some drawing, singing, poem, anything it could be. What would you like to do daily when you grow up? So what will be your daily routine? And you would like to do it by yourself. Like getting ready. Now you are going to grow up and after that you're going to do your jobs. So in the professional career, how you're going to involve yourself in doing different activities. And these activities could be throughout the day. Like waking up in the morning, preparing your breakfast and getting ready for your job, preparing some other presentation as per your requirements. So what all things you're going to do when you're going to grow up? So you need to think that also. In short, it means which all skills you have developed and which all skills you're going to develop for your future and how you're going to utilize that skills in your life. So we need to brief out these things. Now, some of the skills that we learn by ourselves, such as in the childhood, we learn to walk, we learn to run, and slowly and gradually, we learn to do different skills related to that: jumping, running, playing, and so many things. This comes with the age. And we need not to be learned. Initially, parents are teaching how to walk, but after that, we learn by ourselves that running takes place. That comes automatically in ourselves. But on the other hand, we have to be taught many different skills later on. And these skills sometimes we need to learn from our elders. So, we learn many skills from our parents, teachers, and other adults that are living at home, or maybe your friends or relatives. If you find a difficulty in doing so, they help out to solve the difficulties and guide you in a proper way. So, the more number of skills we learn, the less we are dependent on others. That means we can do our work by ourselves. Even so, it is not like that everyone or whatever skills or whatever tasks are there that we can do it. It's not our capabilities to do that task because we are not familiar or we have not learned to do that task. Sometimes you can take an example of people stitching the clothes. They are tailors. Why they can stitch the clothes? Because they have learned that task to do so. Everyone can do stitching. Can we do stitching? No, because we are not aware about the task, that how we need to start and how we need to end with the stitching. Or on the other hand, everyone can prepare food. Yes, can you prepare all the dishes that your mother is preparing at home? No. Why? Because you have not learned that skills. Or the ones who are chefs in the hotels, they are preparing so many dishes, continental, Italian, Mexican, and many more. So, can everyone prepare the same dishes? No. Why? Because they have mastered that skills, and that is the thing why they know these things to do. So, in the same way, whatever task we are doing, for that we need to learn the skills, and with that we need to get mastered in doing that things. But we must all learn to take the responsibility for doing our personal task ourselves. Though we don't know how to stitch clothes, though we don't know how to prepare different food items, but still there are certain tasks that we can do personally by ourselves. We need not require help of others, such as combing your hairs, ironing your clothes, then going for provisions, bringing grocery items at home, cycling, swimming. These skills you learn and you can do it by yourself. You did not require any kind of highly mastered task for doing these skills. But on the other hand, it is your like whatever you want to do it. On the whole, it means that we can do our task personally by ourselves rather than depending on parents for each and everything. We should learn independency to do different tasks, personal tasks that are followed throughout the day. By doing the personal task ourselves, it creates a self confidence and we are not dependent on others. So, there is one activity, or you can say a question is asked to you, and we need to reply to that question. The question is given on page number 170. That is, use your brain power. You can see in the textbook that a picture is given of a mother and a daughter. So, Siley is in 6th standard and they are going for a picnic. Here, Siley's mother is ready to prepare laddus for the whole class. But what Siley can do to help her mother and what all things she can do it. So, she had asked a question to her mother. So, yes, I have put in a bag and did you take the list? So, Siley's mother is asking her that whether you have put the list in the bag and did you took money so that you can purchase the required items. So the answer is Sally can make a list of the ingredients that are required to prepare laddu and she can help her mother buying that. That means whatever writing work she has done, she can help her mother for the provision also. So after coming home, Sally can form the laddus. When her mother will prepare the batter, she can form the laddus by binding it in from the hands. After that, she can mix the ingredients also in the laddus, and Sally can help in packing these laddus in the container. So, which all skills Sally had learned from her mother while preparing these laddus? So, Sally can make laddus. That means not everything, but the simple procedure of binding these laddus or mixing the ingredients. Then she can count the laddus and put it in the container as for the number of students in her class. She can clean the place by helping her mother, and even she can prepare the laddus, helping her mother in the grocery and at the provision store, and picking up some items from the store and bringing them home properly. So these all skills Sally can do it, and she had learned with the help of her mother. Even you can think some more other skills that Sally had learned while preparing or while doing this procedure. You can mention that also. Moving on to the next point is heredity. Now, what is heredity? Starting with, how tall does one grow? We have studied earlier that the height of an individual grows up till the age of 18 years. That means up till the age of 18 years, the height is going to grow. The development takes place, the growth takes place. And after that, it stops. So think of the people in your surrounding who are at the age of 18 or older than that. Even you can see in your home also. So of these people, how many are much taller or shorter than your parents or than their parents? You can find it in your neighborhood also. Even you need to see that their looks, their physical feature, and their build, how they are. They are thin, they are healthy, or their complexion or their hair color, their facial structure, everything, their physique, everything. So, is it like their own parents, or sometimes it may differ depending on the people who are living in their home? So, it completely depends on them. So, people of one family sometimes show similarities in one way. You might have heard that Sometimes you might have heard that your face is similar to your parents' face or any other member at your home. That means you carry the same physical traits as your family members. Sometimes our features, that is our facial features, or sometimes the way of walking or talking, are similar to those of our parents or grandparents, or maybe the parents' siblings like your uncle, aunt, or sometimes your cousins. So that is why sometimes people who know them recognize us even if they have never met us before. Why? Because our facial looks or the way we are speaking are similar to those of our family members. So without meeting also they can recognize, yes, that we are belonging to this family. So what it means, being born with certain features or traits, traits like speaking, walking, talking, any other thing in common with the members of our family is called as heredity, and these are our inherited traits. That means that cannot be denied. They are the part and that cannot be denied. We are similar to our family members because we follow the same trait. However, even though many of our traits are like those of our family members, no one has any control over which traits we will inherit and which we will not. That means sometimes you follow the same traits of your family members, like height, then physical feature, facial expressions, talking. Now, what all things you're going to take it from your family members, even you don't know. It comes automatically. Even your family members may be unaware that which all traits you're going to inherit. Sometimes you may not inherit any of the traits from your family, and individually you have your own personality. It completely depends, and these traits are automatically involved in ourselves. That means we follow these traits from our family member, and that is why it is called as heredity. Take an example in a school. If you're having your elder siblings in the school, either a brother or a sister, and after that you are the younger sibling, then teachers understands the way you are behaving in the class, and your personality specifies that you are that particular person's brother or sister. That means you inherited the traits of your brother, either sister. It completely depends. It is automatically inherited in you. On to the next point is for better personal development. Personal means our own development. We inherit the ability to learn many different skills in our life. Some we learn by ourselves and some we require the help of either our parents or our teachers or our family members, adults. So with the growing age, with this time we recognize these abilities and try to develop different skills in ourselves. And these skills are learned by ourselves, but when we practice these skills, Only practice makes us perfect to follow these skills, and along with these skills, we learn to develop some more skills related to it. So, when we develop these skills, it helps us to live us independently. We are not dependent either on our parents or on our brothers, sisters, or family members. Even when we learn this independency, it helps us to enrich our life in a better and positive way. We learn to do the things independently, and our life become completely disciplined, and it moves on in a systematic and proper manner. Now the next point is a good diet. You know, we have studied in the earlier chapter. If you remember, which chapter was that? Yes, chapter number 19, constituents of food. And we have studied in that how a human body requires these constituents in a proper amount. We know that for our growth, these constituents are necessary. So, in certain circumstances, if a child is unable to, or unfortunately the child does not get the diet which is required for the growth, and if these constituents lack in the body, then the child may suffer with malnutrition. And what will happen then? The child who is suffering with malnutrition, the growth get affected. You might have seen in your surroundings sometimes that a child may be of a growing age. That means maybe at a good age, maybe 14, 15, and the growth may not be as per the age. That means the child is lacking with the diet, a proper diet which contains constituents. So, what will happen? Or sometimes a person may be above 18 years, but the person's growth may be stunted, may not be that much as per the age. So, what it means that certain times, because of the undernourishment or because of the lacking of these constituents, the growth may not take place properly. But after that, also, if a child is consuming a nourished diet, the growth may not take place. It means though a person is consuming a proper diet afterwards, but still it is not going to affect the growth. The growth may be stunt only. The person may be short only. Why? Because already the body had lacked with these constituents. Even if a person gets a good diet afterwards, but still the growth of the body may not take place. Moving on to the next point is other factors that support growth and development. We all know that every body requires a nourished and a nutritious diet, a food. Along with this, you require a good amount of exercise, which is necessary for the growth as well as for the development. Along with this, if you are going to exercise, so your body's growth may take place in a proper way. But unfortunately, if you lack with this exercise, then it may affect your growth adversely. You may not be energetic to do the activities, and slowly and gradually you may start gaining the weight. It may in turn make you an obese person, that is overweight, and your mind may start becoming dull, wherein you cannot react to any of the activities in a positive way, and you may not be interested to do any of the physical activity. So one must also be careful to study well, avoid addictions and their ill effects. Now, it's not like that addictions could be related to hazardous, but it could be related to food also. Some are addicted to have biscuits, wafers, chocolates, pastries every day, now and then, rather than having a good nourished diet at home. So, it is going to affect your health afterwards. So, we should be aware and we should not get addicted to such things. Once in a blue moon, it is okay that you're consuming such things because it requires a mouth requires a taste. A body wants something different. So you can taste these things. But consuming them as a part of your diet is completely wrong. So develop hobbies rather than. Involving yourself and sitting in front of the computers and playing games on mobiles, involve yourself in doing physical activities like playing games, involving yourself to be part of any sports activity and learn different skills to develop these sporting activities in yourself. It is very important for your growth. So along with the proper diet, it is important that your body should get exercise for your proper growth and for your development. If we take care of our health along with the food and along with the good diet and exercise, definitely our growth and development will take place in a proper way. Whether it would be a boy or girl, everyone is having an equal right to get equal opportunity to make progress in their own respective field, whichever they like. So it should not be any kind of compulsion to follow the same thing what your siblings have followed. Everyone is having its unique personality, and that cannot be denied. Moving on to the next point is each one has a unique personality. What does unique means? Unique means something different. That means if you're sitting in a number of group of 10 children and you are something different, that means you are good in either drawing or singing or coloring, dancing. So it makes you different from the other 9 children. So, in your class, there must be some children who are good in activities like they are good in sporting activities, some are good in academics, that is, in studies, while some are good in games, some are well in singing, and some like to do acting as well. Some are having the habit of doing mimicry, that means they follow the same way the person is doing. So, everyone is having their own personality. So, our physical and mental makeup is not same as that of anyone else. Everyone in the class may not be a topper. Everyone in the class may not be average. Everyone may not be interested in doing any kind of sports. All may not be good in singing. Everyone's drawing may not be similar. So each one is having their own individual personality, and that makes different from a person. Just take an example of a cricketer. Can Amitabh Bachchan be a cricketer like Sachin Tendulkar? No, it's not possible. Or can Sachin Tendulkar do an acting like Ranbir Singh or Ritik Roshan? Not possible. Or any of the cricketer or football player must have thought to do any kind of research work? Not possible. Why? Because they may not have interest in that field. Whatever interest they have in that particular field, they have made the progress. So one should understand the likes and dislikes and accordingly should follow to make one's progress. So our personality develops through our interests and likes and dislikes. Whereas when we put our effort for the likes, so what happens? Yes, we like to develop these skills in ourselves and continue with that. Sometimes in your childhood, you may be interested in drawing, but when you grow up to your teenage, you may not be interested in drawing, but you may be interested in dancing. So you should know what all qualities you have, and accordingly, you can choose these skills to make your life into a comfortable way, to involve yourself in this professional activity or to make it as a passion. So what we like to do and what we practice every day, it completely depends on us. So during these growing years, we also try to learn what is good and what is bad from our surrounding. It's very important when we are having a peer group, that is a friend circle, there are certain friends who can misguide you. So you should understand that who is good for us and who can misguide us and take it towards the wrong path. So that difference you should try to make it and try to understand. A good friend will stand in each and every situation, though it may be joy, sorrow, happiness, anything. So our personality can be said to an excellent personality only when we develop good thoughts, and when these good thoughts are just not developed but made into practice also. Writing good thoughts in a book and saying is the different thing rather than using these thoughts in your day-to-day life. That means practicing these thoughts in your life and taking an example from them. So you should learn these good thoughts and try to practice in your everyday life. So one should always remember that these good values should be learned, and it is not just for the sake to write it in the exams, but to use them in our life. That means these good values should be reflected in our behavior, and one should say that yes, this boy or this girl is definitely a good child. Why? Because it involves in its character the good values that are being taught, and can set an example for others in the class as well. My dear children, in this part of the video, we have learned that how heredity plays an important role in the development of child, right, in the physical features, in the growth, and in different traits. We have learned that how we can develop our personality with good diet as well as with a exercise. It's very important, and this helps us to support for our growth and development. Everyone's personality is different. We should not consider everyone similar. Why? Because some may be good in different skills, and one should try to understand that how they can develop these skills for their future life. So here we end up with this chapter as well as with this video. Thank you for watching the video. Take care. Bye bye.